Why is the National Weather Service part of the Department of Commerce? The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, aka NOAA, is responsible for understanding and predicting changes in climate, weather, oceans, and coasts. But it does so much more than forecasting the weather. I'm Allie with USA Facts, where we make government data make sense, and today I'm wondering, what does the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration do? Established in 1970, NOAA is a subdivision of the Department of Commerce. On top of its weather and climate work, NOAA also helps conserve and manage coastal and marine ecosystems and resources. According to NOAA, approximately 1/3 of the U.S. economy, it's about $3 trillion, is sensitive to weather and climate. Damage from weather, water, and climate-related events costs an average of $15 billion per year. Turns out the weather can have a really big impact on the economy. But again, NOAA, so much more than weather. For example, NOAA's National Ocean Service focuses on coastal communities and how they might be impacted by weather and climate changes. Almost 40% of the U.S. population lives in coastal shoreline communities, and those communities contribute $9 trillion annually to the economy. The Ocean Service also works to conserve coastal communities and marine areas like national marine sanctuaries. They help provide support to communities that depend on commercial fishing, research, and tourism dollars, and that's about $8 billion a year. Another example is NOAA's fisheries team. They work to ensure the productivity and sustainability of fisheries and fishing communities. In 2023 alone, U.S. fisheries generated $319 billion in sales and supported over 2 million jobs nationally. NOAA also manages a fleet of 15 research and survey ships, 10 aircraft that collect environmental data, and 15 satellites, all with the aim of gathering and providing data about our weather and climate. Those research ships are a core part of NOAA's Office of Coast Survey, which maintains the nautical charts for the U.S. coasts and the Great Lakes. In total, that covers about 95,000 miles of shoreline and 3.4 million nautical miles of waters. Once you dig into the data, the reasons for NOAA being part of the Department of Commerce make a lot more sense. What other government agencies are you curious about?